Good morning and welcome to Prague. In this episode, we're going to be exploring some of the awesome things that Prague has to offer. We've been here for a few days exploring Christmas markets, and now it's time to hit up some of the other stuff that you can see any time of the year. Let's get started. It is extra cold today.
I'm so cold. My face is so cold.
Like, it has been cold every day that we've been here, but for some reason it is extra cold today. And I wonder if it's just because we're over the bridge, over the water. This bridge is super amazing. It was commissioned originally in around 1350, and finished around 1400. So this is a 600-year-old bridge. So the Charles who commissioned this bridge in the 1350s was king of this region, and he was also, I think the term is king of the Holy Roman Empire as well, and he turned Prague into like a cultural and religious hub. So he was a pretty significant guy in Prague, and so that's why they named the bridge after him. That bridge was amazing, but also we discovered as soon as we got off of it that it was like 15 degrees colder on that bridge.
We were miserable. It was so bad. It's very nice now.
Now that we're inside, we've gotten some coffee, we've gotten some croissants, and it's much warmer. So now I feel like we'll be able to enjoy the day.
Now move to this side bridge. Talk about
What did you think of the bridge?
It was good.
Yeah. Did you think it was pretty?
Yeah.
But cold.
It was cold, right?
Yes.
Oh, and you saw the waterfall, right?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Coffee break was great, but we are on our way to Prague Castle now. And so,
Steps in.
yeah, so I don't know if we just like picked the wrong entrance or what, but we've gone that far. We've got that far to go, and you can't really tell from the camera, but like it's a pretty steep incline. I don't know, maybe only like 5-degree incline. Anyways, it feels a lot worse when you're pushing kids, and it's really long. We can't even see the end of it. It's pretty rough.
Getting our exercise.
We'll see how it goes. Okay, we've made it to the top.
Because I see the old town where the Christmas markets are. And then, do you see the two spires on the horizon?
Oh, yeah.
That's where our holiday house is.
Hey, Daddy.
Yeah.
The hair.
Oh, the
What is it?
fire? There's a fire in the fireplace.
yeah.
And the smoke's coming out.
Yeah, I bet they're warm inside there. They also didn't just hike up that hill.
That's our workout.
This view is worth it though.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Like, seeing this cathedral open up in front of us from walking down that alleyway back there. I told Abby it was like the time where we walked up on the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
And you can't help but just get a little bit teary.
It's so beautiful.
So this is not inside of the main cathedral. So this is called St. George's Basilica, and it's been around since the 10th century. It was really crazy. It's apparent how old this place is. So it's just really incredible to be able to walk through this. So this is something that Abby and I often do when we're traveling with kids, is we take turns going into stuff. And so like right now I am out here sitting with Karis in her stroller. She's asleep. And now Abby is going in to explore St. George's Cathedral with Liam. All right, so behind me is the St. Vitus Cathedral. I think I'm pronouncing that right, but I'll put the title of the cathedral up here on the screen. It actually wasn't even finished that long ago. Some of the last pieces that were installed were only built 100 years ago, but they started construction on it nearly 600 years ago. So it's a really, really old cathedral, actually nearly 700 years ago, because it was started in the 1300s. So it's a really, really old cathedral. But here's another part of traveling with kids. The line to get in, the front door is over there, and the line stretches all the way around me back over here to the other side. So maybe if it were just me and Abby, we might wait for that, but I think since we have kids and we'd have to wait outside, we're not going to do that, because we've just been standing here kind of watching the line. It's been like maybe 5 minutes or so, and it hasn't moved at all. So It's just kind of part of traveling with kids is sometimes you miss out on stuff like that, but that's okay because we've been in other cathedrals before and it is still worth it to be here and to just see it from the outside. It's still very impressive.
Lots of space to run.
At the castle here, there is a Starbucks, which is where we stopped. And I always think it's kind of tacky when Starbucks kind of like takes over old ancient landmarks, but that's okay because, you know, we're here and I'm kind of glad that it's here.
And they did a really good job.
But like it kind of still feels like we're inside of the castle. Like this is where our table is. It's inside of this little cove with a window at the end of it. So this section of the castle that we're in is called the Golden Lane, and I guess it's a replica of what houses in Prague used to look like.
Okay, so these suits of armor we're passing are between 500 and 2,000 years old.
So that section was cool, but not stroller accessible at all. It was kind of actually really pretty terrible to push a stroller through that. At the end of the Golden Lane, they have this one tower that's kind of like the torture chambers. Like if you've ever been to the Tower of London, it's very similar to the torture chambers, but like much smaller space, kind of claustrophobic to get down there. So Prague Castle definitely has some stuff that we were not able to see today just because we're here with kids, but it's kind of like a very realistic visit for like what to expect if you're coming here with kids. Super amazing, even if you're only going to see stuff from the outside, and definitely worth coming to, but it's freezing, they're cold, we're cold, and it's just time to go. But it was a lot of fun. So we've come to this little island that's in the middle of the river, and there are beavers in the river. That's kind of cool. There's also like a playground. It's a good place to take your kids to just burn some steam because we can still see so much of the city. We can still see Charles Bridge from here. So it's a really cool place to just stop and I don't know, reconnect with
nature.
Yeah, have some nature. This island has been so much fun to play on. We've just been running around and making up games with Liam, so it's been a lot of fun. But it's also really cold, and the time that it gets dark here is really confusing to us, because like in Thailand where we live all year, it's pretty much the same. So when it's this light outside, it's dinner time. So we're thinking it's dinner time, but it's only like 3:45 right now. Even though the sun has already started to set, we're gonna go back to our hotel tonight and we're gonna have like pizza and kebab and have a movie night. Prague has been so much fun. We've got one more day tomorrow. It's just been really great. It's an incredible town. Good morning and welcome to our final day in Prague, and it's kind of cool this morning because we have a little bit of snow flurrying that's going on right now. You probably can't see it in the lens because it's like really slight. There was a lot more like throughout the city as we were driving over here in the trolley, so maybe it'll pick up a little bit later on today. But first thing that we're going to do today is we're going to explore the Astronomical Clock that's here in Old Town Prague. It looks really beautiful and I'm excited to go up there. I have a baby strapped to me as we are climbing up this tower. They have elevators for some of it, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, so the whole thing is mostly a ramp, which is not too bad. It's like just a gradual incline, not even steps. This is not bad. Up here is amazing. It's actually like kind of cool because we have all this fog and we can't really see super far away. Like we can't see Prague Castle at all from here, and I know that you would be able to on a normal day.
Frost on the roofs is really fun. Liam likes pointing out the snow.
The view of the Christmas market is really cool, and you can still hear the music that's being played from down below.
I thought it was so fun you were able to see so much of the Christmas market. It just like had all the vibes because it was like foggy and cold, but then also it's very easy with kids because there's a ramp and an elevator you can pay for, and very safe.
And now we're gonna go look for a Starbucks and a playground, and we're gonna get warmed up. And we're in front of the Christmas market.
Yeah.
It's really cool that they stay open a little bit later than some of the other ones. And it's way less crowded today than it was a couple days before Christmas.
Except for the Astronomical Clock.
Yeah, the clock is still really crowded up front.
Yeah.
But then the Christmas market, it seems like no one really cares anymore now that Christmas is over.
We care. I will go to the other bench. There's so much more. I will, the bench over there. I'm a little worried about his hands.
All right, so we've made it to a playground, and there's like a dusting of snow on some of the benches, which like is not, I know it's not a big deal for people who are used to snow, but like we live in Thailand, so like a little tiny bit of snow is really exciting, even for you who grew up in New England.
Oh, yeah, because I haven't seen it in so long.
Liam is really excited that there's at least a little bit of snow that he can play with. All right, so we've got ourselves a coffee. Liam and Karis were not able to stay out in the cold for very long on the playground. Although they had a lot of fun, but that's part of like traveling with kids, is figuring out like how they can still be kids, so like still going to playgrounds, making sure they stay warm, getting them inside when you need to, and including missing out on some of the touristy things when you have to, because like it's not about just going and seeing the world, it's about everyone having fun while you're exploring the world together. So we're all in here and we all get a cup of coffee. So we took our kids back to have a nap, and now we're out at the Christmas market, and we've got hot wine, hot chocolate, chimney cakes, and my parents are here, finally.
We finally arrived! Woo! Are you gonna explain what you did?
So we're out at the Christmas market, and I actually just spilled one of the cups of hot wine that we had, so yeah. Actually, I spilled it all over Karis too, so it's kind of a problem. Prague has been so amazing. It's been so much fun here. Like the buildings and the architecture, there's so much to do here. I still think we kind of only did a little bit of everything that Prague has to offer. And coming here at Christmas time has made it so much more magical and impressive than it would have been otherwise. I think it would be really awesome to come back here in like summer or spring because it's just such a beautiful town. I hope that you guys would also come explore this amazing city, whether it's at Christmas or another time of the year, whether you have kids or not. It's worth it to come here.